Hello, welcome to my channel again. My name is Bukola Evergreen, and my mission here is to help you to bring out your powers and abilities in order to overcome challenging situations, and at the end of the day, make sure that you dominate. I've been talking about how to stop talking too much, and I've realized that could be a very serious issue for some people. They've tried as much as possible to stop talking too much, but to no avail. And in some cases, the reason for their talking too much could be spiritual. And if it's spiritual, it needs to be attacked back in a spiritual way. I've done about 3 chapters on this topic, how to stop talking too much. And you can check the board or the card up there for the previous chapters. And today, I'm taking the 4th episode on how to stop talking too much. But before we go on, if you're visiting for the first time, thank you very much, and please subscribe. And don't forget to press the bell button so you can be getting fresh episodes as it's rolling out, just like this one. You talk too much. Now, another reason why you probably talk too much is because you are not knowledgeable. And because you're not knowledgeable, you have feelings of inferiority complex. According to my first chapter, the first episode, I said there's nothing up here, and if there's nothing up here, you will make a lot of noise. Empty barrels make a lot of noise. It's because empty barrels make the most sound. Now, what am I actually trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that, let's say for instance, your colleagues came home, maybe you're still in the village or you're still in town, and everybody has left for one reason or the other to improve on themselves. And they came home, and everybody's just talking about what they know, they've gone to learn, and you're getting so much information, so much wisdom from them. And now comes to your turn, you can't say anything tangible. Instead, you're just bluffing, talking, and just saying what you're not even supposed to say. Letting some secrets out. Things you're not supposed to say, you are just saying them. Now, they look at you like, oh my God, what's wrong with this person? What's wrong with him? Or what's wrong with her? And, it's not a good feeling at all. When friends look down on you, they snub you. When they see you next time, they want to run away because you're a chatterbox. You talk too much. I've put down 5 ways to overcome this, and the first one is to actually get the knowledge. If it means going back to school, go back. Maybe you dropped out of school, then go back. If you need to get a school certificate, go and get it. You don't need to really, I don't know, from my side here in Africa, in Nigeria, if you're a bit older than secondary school, it's a matter of just going to do GC, General Certificate Examination, or you understand, to get a school certificate. And if you want to further, you want to go to university or polytechnic, then go ahead and do it. If you want to get your PhD, then go ahead and do it. Don't just stay back and feeling sorry and feeling inferior to your mates. There's always a way out. Go back to school, get some knowledge, so that when you're amongst your peers, you're amongst your friends, when they are talking, you too can talk sense. Not that you be talking anyhow or behaving I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. The word says in the book of Proverbs 17:27 that a man of knowledge or a woman of knowledge spares her words, spares his words. They don't talk too much, and if they talk wisdom, they talk sense. Go back to school, get knowledge, specialize. If you're just a general practitioner, go and specialize. And you don't feel comfortable when you're amongst those who have specialized. You understand? Go and specialize. Go ahead and specialize in the area which you feel comfortable or what you actually love. Go back to school, go and get knowledge. That's a way of overcoming talking too much or talking nonsense. and feeling inferior amongst your colleagues. Number two, the truth is that not everybody can go back to school. And moreover, it's not as if degree is a big deal. Getting a degree is a big deal. You understand what I've seen plumbers, I've seen fashion designers that are living, doing well and have confidence in what they've done. Number two is go and get a skill. Go and learn a skill. Understand? If you're a mechanic and you know what you are doing, so sincere, you have confidence in yourself, and you'll be proud to be amongst the doctors and the pharmacists and the professionals, so to speak. You'll be confident because you know what you're doing. After all, they will bring their cars to. You understand what I'm trying to say? So there's no reason to be inferior of being a mechanic or being a tailor or being a plumber or being a builder. You understand what I'm trying to say? Go and learn a skill. And when you learn it, know it very well. Know what you are doing. I think that's the major word there. Know what you are doing. If you know what you are doing and you're amongst people and you talk, you give them good information, you talk sense, they will respect you. You understand? You talk sense. There's no reason to be inferior because you know what you have learned and you are succeeding in it. You are feeding your family with it. You're feeding yourself and your family. You're not begging anybody. You understand what I'm trying to say? Knowledge. You have knowledge in that area and you can talk sense and wisdom. Another way to overcome inferiority complex as a result of not having nothing up here is to educate yourself. You understand? Is to educate. In fact, we are in the era whereby self-education pays off. I'm telling you, it really pays off. I've realized that those who educated themselves, maybe by going to YouTube, learning a particular thing, or Googling, they go to Google, they learn more things about a particular area. Let's say, for instance, you want to learn how to bake cake. So they learn it, they go to YouTube, they Google it, they get every information they need to get, they educate themselves, you understand? And they start teaching others. That's what we call self-education. And this can apply to every other area. Let's say, for instance, you want to teach people how to talk in public. Maybe you are good at it. Maybe you had this challenge of talking in public, then you find a way of overcoming it, and as a result of finding a way of overcoming it, you educate yourself and you want to share it. You've gained knowledge. You understand? You've gained knowledge. You've educated yourself in that area. The best education you can give yourself is actually self-education, especially when you now succeed in it. Because I've seen a mechanical engineer who has been trained in university, he has a degree, but he doesn't even know how to service a car. Can you imagine? He went to university, he's trained as a mechanical engineer, but he can't even service a car, not to talk of more technical work on the engine or any other parts of a car. A mechanical engineer. Meanwhile, somebody who learns the skill, or self-educated himself can do better than the so-called trained mechanical engineer. Understand? So self-education is a very good way, of overcoming inferiority complex. You know what you are doing, you become a specialist in that aspect where you're educating yourself, and you'll be confident to talk about it anywhere, anytime. Above all, the fourth way is to build up your confidence. It doesn't really make sense if you go back to school, you learn, you specialize, you educate yourself, you learn a skill, and you still don't have the confidence to express yourself. Man, it's nothing. You're not going anywhere. You're still on the same spot. So as much as possible, try to build your confidence. Let me tell you one funny thing. Understand? I've seen a woman, she can't speak one good sentence correctly, but she has so much confidence when she's speaking English. She'll say, I told you to go. She has so much confidence, she talks like as if she's speaking Queen's English. And it's like when you're listening to her, you tend to ignore the mistake she's making. You just want to understand what she's trying to say, because you don't see mistakes, you see confidence. You see this, wow, this man has confidence. And it shows. If you don't have it, it's not there. It's so obvious. If you're not confident to talk, to express yourself, forget it. So no matter what, as much as possible, build your confidence. If you have found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up, and please don't forget again to subscribe. And if you have a friend or relative or a loved one that is suffering from this challenge of talking too much, please share to him or her. Thank you very much for listening. I'll see you again very soon.